So here we are, poised at our next major tanking drama. Mistakes are going to be made. I mean, obviously starting with my costume, mistakes have been made. But I have now a bio and stone tanker. Whopping 28. I do have it kind of specced out with IOs and like one set piece just to keep the knockback from happening. So this is it. This is my next hoist into the 50 range in hopes of finding something that can tank everything. The only thing I have so far that seems to be capable of doing almost everything is stone. However, ice was okay. It was less sturdy regarding the initial alpha hits. My shield tanker was fine but unfun to play. Now, I think part of that was a lack of any sort of damage ticking off, like a damage toggle that goes on around you may have something to do with that. So that it sucked to solo with, because it just seemed like you're always hitting taunt. And I don't mind taunting, but it's nice to do passive damage. So good. Hey, we got Guyv checking my audio. Wonderful. Kicking in. Let's sign into Discord and see what's going on there. I see Mr. Rag.
I am here.
Gentlemen.
Hey. I have a new tanker. Not new, but new to you guys. And I will tank
You got
tonight.
discharge coming out of your back.
I know. It's doctor says it's going to heal. I trust him. Little something coming out there. But I believe I can tank. I mean, belief is most of what's important regarding this, right? I need to believe that I can tank. And I've never really done it with bio. I've done bio brutes before. Never done a bio tanker. Hopefully it's going to work out. Guess we'll see. There are some distinct advantages to like invulnerability, where the more stuff that's around you, the harder it is for them to hit you. I don't have that with bio. I think the debuff is that their defense goes down. I don't recall specifically. I should probably know more about it. But good news is I actually do have stuff in my powers, so I'm not unsocketed. We'll see how it works. I'm expecting Christina down momentarily. Oh, I should probably make sure that stream is going here too. Oh yeah, that looks good. So I could be wrong, and I might be wrong. Did you guys notice that the Intender's base has been decorated with Christmas stuff? Which leads me to believe that Strike has been present, because I don't think any one of us have got either the patience or necessarily the talent, no offense.
I would have trees upside down.
To do that. So I'm guessing Strike has been around. All right. Well, my missions are going to be 28. Anybody want to? What? You're at 44, Rag. Guy, you're 50, right?
A little over.
Yeah. But I'll invite to start, just so I can turn your toggles off.
my.
And I think that I think I should be able to tank most stuff. I'm good against toxic, which is fascinating to me. I guess makes a bit of sense.
And he went to town.
Yeah, did you check out the base? Looks nice.
Just kind of go through like the bar. He even put up like, I didn't even know the lights were in the library.
Yeah, it's all over the place. So
and then the big snowflake.
I'm glad to kind of to secondhand know that everything's going okay. At least okay enough that he can spend that kind of time on that. So yeah, busy times. I've never seen Huey Lewis in concert.
I wish I had.
I have seen 4 different variations of Van Halen in concert. Who else? I've been to Ozfest twice. I remember the first time. Don't remember the second time. I grew up probably like half an hour north of Alpine Valley. So a friend of mine after high school was working security for Alpine Valley, and so we got tickets for like on the cheap. All right, I will. I'm gonna kick it over to you, guys, so that I don't gimp you too much. You guys have any missions you want to do? Oh, well, hey, there you go. Darkest. Oh, shoot. I don't think I have Darkest Story. Oh, wait. Darkest Story, yeah. Okay, yeah, I can do
that. What diff you want it?
What 3 of us? Let's start out like 3-6 and see how it goes. I'm feeling good. Put it in defensive mode. It'll be fine. I got heals. Nice. I do wonder how the plane gets in here, though.
I fly through the duck.
All right, I wonder, should I actually run over and get? Oh, this is Darkest Story. Never mind. I'm thinking of Night Ward. All right, going in. I tanked the hell of a synapse earlier today, just so you know. Bragged the hell out of the thing. We missed our time, though. Okay, 3-6 might be too high. If I did, it would be wrapped up in the middle drawer below the calendar. I think I did. Sorry. Well, it pays to have somebody healing me. All right, maybe I'm more of a 2-4.
If you saw how cheaply slotted that invuln was last night.
And vulnerability is nice for that. I mean, it obviously has some challenges, but overall, So just keep doing that. I feel a little bit bad. I think my Stalker might be a better tanker. It's not going well. Oh. All right. All right, bring it meat. All right. Yeah, part of the problem is I'm at 77% for my 68% for my resists. I'm not capped yet. But I have confidence in your ability to tank after I fall over. Oh shoot, I never changed my keybinds. Ah. All right, 2-4. It's my final offer.
Okay.
I'm gonna
To be
die.
fair, that was a double mod.
I'm a little tired. I just tried to toggle on my stone mallet. Apparently you can't just turn on the attack and have it toggle on. Alright.
So let me pull him back to here.
Then let me
And
kill
then you-
them. Alright, then I'll kill them after that. Got it.
Okay. I'm going to go grab him and have you pull the aggro. But I'll take the alpha.
Okay. I may kick one. Because I have kick.
Did take that on my invuln just because of the animation.
Alright. Oh yeah, there's the kick right there. Well, one thing I've discovered so far about the beginner's build that I have is I
Same
have
thing.
no issues at all with stamina. Like, at all. I mean, I have problems with health running out, but not stamina. I kind of do like the secondary attack for stone. I mean, the animation.
See, we just had to use strategery.
That's right.
Oh, ranks.
Oh my god. I was starting to take 103-point ticks there. That was substantial.
All right, you know they're going to come after Rag.
Yes. Oh, they're on me. Oh, that was a good one.
The Brags is nice.
Oh. Hey, yeah, that's right.
That was the plan the whole time.
Nice. Super inspiration. That's right. You know? Sometimes it's good to be humbled.
But I made a cream cheese, cherry pomegranate strudel.
Oh, wow. Don't tell Christina. Well, she'll probably hear about it.
And it didn't work so well. I had a little too much of the filling. Oh well.
There's
The
never enough
upside
filling.
is it's cold.
My sister says that you guys are getting bad weather.
Yeah, I get about 6 inches.
29 is nothing for me, right? Just bubbles.
It was really light. Like a broom was better than a shovel. So got lucky.
Inexhaustible.
What? I'm sorry, Rags. What'd you say?
There's never enough filling.
Okay.
Yeah, there is when it like pours over and starts burning on the element in the stove.
I'll go train. I can actually use this.
But it's like 10 degrees out, so it's actually colder than the freezer. If I put it outside, should be. For some reason, these pastries are much better cold.
Mm-hmm.
The blisters, like that's a big fire. But
I actually kind of miss that too. It's never. You know, it get cold here, but in the sunlight, it ends up getting above freezing. So, I don't know. We'll have like a bucket sitting out in the shady side on the north side of the house, and then the ice will never melt in it. Inexhaustible 29, yes. And oh God, what do I do? I need that. You know what? I'm gonna do without it. Here we go. But on the south or west side, it's by the time we get before noon, it's all melted. So Christina says, "Hey, we're getting snow for Christmas." I'm like, "What? Less than 2 inches, which means we'll probably get nothing." I mean, I'm not.
Took a slight dusting.
I've been living in Wisconsin most of my life. I'm not necessarily attached to having white Christmases. And from being from Minnesota and out west, you know what I mean. If it's snowing, that means it's probably warmer, right? So I'd rather have it snow because it's probably going to be in the 20s, at least. Okay, yeah, this look more red. This is doable. All right, he said.
yeah, before we got to snow, it was like -9.
Yeah.
And that's when I discovered the bearings were bad on the pickup. Rags, what'd you do?
There's these are the cone attacks. So it's my fault for not turning them. I need to pop in and turn them. Hey. It sure looks like it's left to me. We get ambushed right after this, right?
I think so.
That's right. This is where I made money last time. I keep on just selling super inspirations. Oops, what am I doing here?
Hello.
Hey, hey.
Hey,
Hey, he's back.
Yeah.
I'm back.
we
Christmas
saw the
miracle.
we saw the work in the base. Very nice.
I tried to take credit for it. Nobody believed me.
Wonder why.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, hey, I think strikes are on because none of us have the talent or, patience to do that.
Yeah, I would get the trees upside down.
I almost forgot how to edit a base. I got in there. I was like, okay, what's the controls again? Haven't got to play in so long.
I'm gonna pop to Steel Canyon real quick. I need to put something into that health thing.
What do you need?
Well, I would say decent tanker, but I'm trying my best. So, damage would be good. Any sort of damage. Buffing's
Okay.
good. It's all good. Anything you want, basically. Anything you want to level. Or anything you want to get, like, incarnates into, or etc. A while ago I brought up the bio tanker thing, and I'm finally playing it. So, Dan. What are you doing, buddy? Hi. Oh, I'm so tempted. I see the super jump's kind of the worst for Christmas because you're never high enough that you don't see the flashing presents. And so my stalker, I ended up getting the badge for it. I think it's like toy collector or something like that. All right, I need healing. Bye.
Thank you.
Essence. 200 times 2. Blood sample. Shrink. Blank. Alright, that's going to make all the difference right there. Guaranteed. Alright. This character still has a new character smell.
Fresh out of the showroom.
It hasn't gotten long range teleport yet. I just have my Ouroboros portal. It's all good. All right. Can I get the darkest story from Portal Corp? I think I can. Yes. All right. Adamaster. How many minutes?
Congrats.
Correct?
Thank you.
Hey. Stop leveling without me. Here I come. I'm here. All right. I think when Bio first came out, I tried to make a brute. I think I did make a brute. And then I really had problems with the graphics. And now I've just decided to embrace the ugly.
You can turn that off.
I know. And I did that, but I'm just going to own it.
Like I did that with mine that had bio armor. It's like, I don't really like that, so.
I don't mind the look as much as it is that it's squishy. But, because parts move that look like they shouldn't be moving. Got like on me. I was so bright. We have Teal Dazzler, guy. If you could shoot Teal Dazzler, how do you do? So's your father. I went the wrong way. Is this the right way? Is there a right way? This is definitely not the right way. Hello, Daz.
I got dinner called, so I'll be back in a few.
Roger. Oh, I'm gonna absolutely need to turn on my hotkey teleport. I can't click the teleport. I just can't do it. Okay, that's gonna need some accuracies. Okay. When this happens, do they just come out and kill Daz right, or I'm sorry, Rag right away? Oh, never mind. Right? Bio tank.
I like bio. That's fun.
I've never tanked with one. I'm very interested to see how endgame goes. It looks like it's pretty much resistance based. A little bit of defense. I've always thought resistance would be really hard to do at endgame.
Nah, it's not bad. Just gotta remember your hardened carapace.
Yeah. I'm kind of, other than the noise, I'm kind of grooving on the Earth and Assault. I'm using the alternative, so I'm not like swinging mallets around, but it is a bit on the loud side. Well, that's easy enough. All right, so now we click on this and Rag dies?
Yeah. Yep.
Good.
That's the usual plan.
Oh, I hear it. Oh, some of them are going towards him. He's going to die. Rag's going to die. I got to stop it.
Why you're all picking on my boy Rag?
He's AFK right now. We clicked on the thingy and immediately half the group ran over to try to kill him, even though he's like in a totally different area of the map.
Where are you guys? Somewhere underground.
Dark Astoria. Currently.
I went up and checked on Sam. He was sleeping.
Okay. Oh my god, what? I'm so tired. I keep on trying to exit the game rather than exit the mission. Alright. If I drop out accidentally, it's because I can't figure out how to exit a mission. Alright, 30 is what? 30 is weave. I could use a little bit of weaving. Alright, I'm gonna go get weave.
/ leave team will do it. That'll still boot you from the team.
Yeah. Alright. Give me weave. I believe. Wait, am I 30? Yes. Alright. And I definitely need to change my key buttons. Okay, here we go.
So, Strike, I just realized that there was a whole area to make your own buffs and temporary powers in the base.
Location target.
Yeah.
That's
The salvage enhancers. They use one uses tech, the other uses arcane salvage.
It's pretty
You
cool.
get all kinds of nice buffs.
Rags AFK.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got some food. I think you can go into the next mission. Does it boot him then? You just can't select it, right?
I think it'll say something like all
You
players
must
have an
complete your
exceed
active mission.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that works out pretty well then. I'm doing my F11s and my mouse button 4s. What is Tremor? Tremor is toggle. Wait, what? Toggle? Tremor's a wait. Oh, here we go. Tremor is PoE knockback. Oh, sugar. Really? Friggin'. Didn't think that one through now, did I? All right.
I'm back. You said that the wrong person there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know, having a bubble around me, I suddenly get more confident.
The all new teal Dazzler now with bubbles.
That's right. It's a teal bubbler. Christina doesn't know what a bubbler is.
Isn't it a water fountain?
Yes.
I watch Charlie Barron's videos.
Yes.
I know what stuff is. Come on, I'm trying to put a new cover on the deck and
Well, that worked out. You guys keep doing that stuff.
Gotta get you those gray numbers.
The P Springer does a lot of great numbers.
Yes,
My
they
God.
do.
Oh, where'd that? What just? Did somebody just teleport out of here? Oh, yada. Somebody come here. You stomp. Stomp.
Do the Nala stomp.
Stomp.
Yeah, you ever see that?
No, I'm not.
That golden retriever, Nala. She gets in between her own her legs and she starts stomping her back legs. And he has a little song, the Nala stomp.
sounds absolutely adorable.
It is. It's too cute. She does a little dance. She's trained very well.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
The baby dropped mid-motion. Look at him. His arm's still in the air.
Yeah.
It's like a doll.
He's actually watching TV right now. He's watching the stream. He's not asleep. He's in awe of our skill.
I mean, as he should be.
All right. I need to sell those things. I may actually fool myself tonight too. It's been a day. Down to the last couple servings of Fooler.
I'll only have to ship alcohol from across the country one more time. Or
Yeah.
maybe we can take a drive to New Hampshire.
Let me know what you need.
Yeah.
For booze?
Yeah. The Midwest has alcohol. I'll be right back.
You know, so I there was a question that came up by our friends from, in the Midwest saying, why does the selection of alcohol in Maine suck? and it's because Maine actually enacted prohibition before prohibition existed, like 70 years before prohibition. Um, and so now all alcohol prices and substances are set by the government, and they essentially have a government monopoly, and they contract out. They do 10-year contracts to a single company, so you're limited to that single company's inventory for the entire state. Yeah.
Heck, we got it in our grocery stores here.
Yeah, there's some kind of agreement where they said they had to make it. What did they say? They had to make it expensive enough that it discouraged debauchery.
And yet weed is legal.
Yeah, but this is why our other addiction problems are so high, because if you make it really expensive and inconvenient to get booze, people turn to harder stuff that's more
Now
expensive.
these can be really crappy booze.
Rubbing alcohol.
Yeah. It's mostly opioids here. Opioid addiction is a huge problem up here in Maine, New Hampshire.
Ours is meth.
Yeah, Ben's totally awake.
Meth and oh gosh, cocodril is what we call it in Florida, but I guess it's kind of a special K varietal. But yeah, when I worked at the vet clinic in Florida, we had to have double safes, where we had to have a safe and a lockbox for all of our ketamine. There's so many issues with it.
I used to work with a girl that would steal scrap metal from the place,
Oh dear.
and she'd take it to the recycle center and sell it so she could get her meth.
Oh,
You got a problem.
You know, the sad part with meth is it shows so much in your face.
Oh yeah, your teeth, your complexion, everything.
Mhm.
So there was oh god, what's it
It's
called?
not a secret addiction by any means.
No.
There's a company in Eau Claire, and it's actually in the Twin Cities too, and I can't think of the name of it. Big place that they've closed down in Eau Claire, but they part of the business recycles technology like system boards, and they do it in the basement. And part of this is in a lot of the old system boards are precious metals. There's gold, there's platinum, in very minute amounts, but through various different chemicals you can extract them out. And some dude, over the course of I forgot how many years, like 18 years, smuggled out 35 pounds of gold out of the basement of this place. Oh, what the hell is the name of the place called? Oh, it's gonna bother me. Hold on, I gotta look it up.
Look at you retrieving my body.
Here we go. Somewhere Altoona.
Plus side, I did find the elevator. And a bunch of dudes. But also the elevator.
What the hell? No, it's Riverside Machine and Engineering. What is that? Oh my god. Spooner.
I was just teal dazzled.
318.
Okay, I'm finally back.
Hey, did you get something good to eat?
Yeah, I had a assembly line going on.
Nice.
What the hell's the name of that?
About time. We've all been dying ever since you left.
We are meeting the blaster fate over and over again.
TDK building. I'm sorry, I'm the tanker and I'm actually trying to look stuff up. I'm Christinaing right now.
We had an ambush and they didn't know where to go.
Oh, it was okay. It was Hutchinson Technology. That was that was the big building, and I think they're also based out of someplace. Probably, I thought it was in Twin Cities, but maybe not. But HTI, yeah. huge smuggling operation. It's a Johnny Cash thing where he stole a Cadillac like one piece at a time. Didn't cost him a dime.
Oh, you ever watch the Andy Griffith Show?
Oh yeah.
You see the one where was it Goober? Goober or Gomer? It might have been Gomer. No, I think it was Goober, but doesn't matter. He took apart a car and put it together in the jailhouse.
No, I did not
Assembled
see
it
that one.
one piece at a time. Why are you running?
I couldn't manage to pull them down, so I ended up going up to them instead. That was 31.
Oh, but there's more.
Tweets. So.
So, the thing where it says you can get 10 incarnate threads if you repeat a repeatable mission once in 20 hours, how does that work? Is that just like if we ran this mission arc again?
Yeah, you'd end up
Within
getting
20
one. You could get
hours?
one. Oh, that's gonna be blocked out too. So instead of getting 10 threads, you won't have that option.
I only get one now.
Well, right. I mean, if you select threads right now after we've run it,
Yeah.
you'll only get the one.
Mm-hmm.
If you ran it for the first time in 24 hours, then you get the 2. Or I'm sorry, the 10. There's like a 24-hour timer. Okay, it's got stronger. Ugh. That's very peachy. Very peachy. It's so
It's that
peachy.
peach bourbon. I just, I paid extra for the, well, what do you call it? The one thing that's not peach. Vermouth. Because they said it was the smoothest vermouth they had, and it was really nice.
Gold extractor heading to jail. There it is.
When did that happen?
2012. Chemical mess investigators found in a western Wisconsin forest looked at first like the remains of a clandestine methamphetamine lab, turned out to be evidence of a more unusual crime. Oh my God. He was stealing the stuff, not the gold. He was using powerful acids to separate gold from electronic component scraps he stole from his employer. State drug investigators turned over the matter to the Department of Natural Resources. He was 24. He was charged with violating environmental laws. Really? Oh yeah.
He would have gotten away with it too.
Yeah,
If it hadn't been for those meddling kids.
The crude operation almost paid off. He said he pulled $16,000 worth of gold from his third try.
It's a minor 49er.
He's sentenced to a concurrent term of 3 years probation with 5 months in jail and more than $55,600 in restitution. I hate to say
How long
this.
in jail?
He still made a profit then.
I hate to say this. I would hire that guy. That is
How
out
long
of the
did he
box
get
thinking.
in jail?
5 months.
5 months, that's it?
Yeah.
For 16K?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how much was the fine? The fine was less than what he made.
It was 55,000.
Oh, 55,000. Oh.
Yeah. It doesn't say how much he actually got before that. He's just saying on his third try he pulled 16,000. from 50 pounds of scrap.
It'd be about 3 ounces right now.
It's very creative.
You know, if imagine if he had stuff in limbo and he was just like, I'm just gonna leave this here for a
Probably
while.
10
till
ounces.
I'm just gonna leave this here for a while till I get back to it.
Yeah.
Have it put in his teeth. That way they couldn't take it out.
Have you ever heard of a channel called Sree Tips?
No.
Sreetips. He does exactly that. He like
Extracts.
yeah, cements silver out of an electrolysis process. It's amazing, and he does it all at home. And well, I mean, he does it with like a fume hood and everything, but he also shows you how to do it with just regular stuff from a hardware store.
That's cool.
It's a lot of the cobalt and stuff is also cobalt and lithium are also super expensive.
Actually, no. There's a lithium glut now. Go figure.
Really?
Yeah, it's tanking.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing for batteries. A bad thing in terms of the electric vehicle thing, though.
You know, the whole idea, though, I think lithium is kind of it's a dead end.
Yeah.
It really does come down to energy density.
Yeah. It's as good as they have right now in mass marketing, but it's not a solution.
Yeah, but it's still 1/20th of what gasoline does.
Yeah.
And just pray you never have to replace the battery because it's more expensive than the
Three-quarters of the
car.
price of the vehicle, yeah.
So I was going to buy like one of those electric mowers or whatever that Egos.
Yeah.
And I looked at the replacement batteries were like $800. I was like, nah, that's all right.
Christina probably thinks I'm crazy for many reasons, but I've been eyeballing like old Priuses going, that's a
you seen
really
the new
attractive looking
Prius?
Prius. Yeah, the new one's actually kind of nice looking.
I know. I seen one the other day. I was like, that's a Prius.
I know. So it's possible for Toyota to make a good looking
I
car.
saw one get away from a cop.
Oh,
Really?
they had the Supra.
It was stock.
I haven't really come to love the Supra yet. It's just it's busy. It's really busy.
Well, the new ones, but the old ones.
Oh, the old ones were great. And the
Twin
GTRs
turbo.
were beautiful cars too. I love the GTRs.
Oh, yeah.
The guy in the Prius used a 1 million candle flashlight.
Oh, that'll do it.
Blinded them.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. It just went white, and the cop had to slow down. And the Prius just kept going. It was gone.
You guys watch Daily Dose of the Internet?
No.
You never
Sometimes.
see that? I think they had one today. He said, it's good to see that Mario Kart's in real life, and they show the cops chasing these guys, and they're throwing like washing machines out of the back of their truck and
Oh
stuff.
my gosh.
Trying
Saw
to get
one
the
where they
cops to
dumped
stop.
oil out of the trunk.
Yeah,
Really?
I seen that one. Didn't the cops lose control and they
Yeah, right
lost
in the borrow pit. Yeah.
All right. So, question for you guys: What do you think's happening with the drones? What's your tinfoil hat ideas on that?
I've seen some actual videos, like good videos of them, and they don't look like normal drones. So something's going on.
Then there's supposedly a whistleblower saying, "Yeah, those are our drones in the military."
Yeah,
I
I've
don't-
seen one that a guy has got a video now. One got stuck in a tree,
Yeah.
and it does not look like a normal drone.
What I couldn't figure out, and Christina's like, these are possibly attack things. I'm like, I'm not convinced, because who would leave their navigation lights on if they're going to attack you?
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense to me. What am I, 31, and
And 55 of them appeared in the ocean out of the ocean and within like an hour. So, yeah, something's fishy there.
I said that, and Paul's like, this is just normal people on the up and up. And then they came out.
I didn't
and
say
they
up
were
and
like,
on the up and up.
You said it was just normal.
I was not convinced that we were being attacked by Iran with drones. Is what I was saying.
Yeah, we're not being attacked.
But it's not like it makes it look any like we're not capable of being attacked at this point.
Well, something's up. Somebody's spying, or it is something else, because they're starting to get reports now. I live not too far from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and they're getting reports of them flying over there. And I don't know if you've ever heard of Wright-Patterson, but it was supposedly the original place they took the parts for
Area 51.
Roswell. Yeah, Roswell's crash was originally taken to Wright-Patterson in Dayton.
So, Congress came out this year and specifically said, "Yep, it's true. There's aliens," and it was kind of a blip in the news cycle. And I remember sitting there with Paul watching the congressional hearings where they're like, "Yep, we recovered spacecraft, we recovered biological material," and I'm like, "Why is nobody talking about this?" They're literally saying, "Yes, it's true. There's aliens.
Yeah.
We've been lying to you this whole time," and everyone's just like, "Okay, thanks."
And then they attacked them for their politics right after that.
Yeah.
And the guy
Well,
said,
the one that got me was when they said, point blank, they said, yeah, they've been in our oceans for over 100 years. It's like, okay, and you're just now telling us, thanks.
I always asked the right question in the right way up until now.
So there's going to be a lot of people that have been wearing tinfoil hats that you're going to find out were right.
I told you.
and that actually is something
I'm not joking.
that I had said, the difference between conspiracy and truth is like about 18 months now. It's down to 6.
Oh, the half-life is quickly...
Yeah.
No, don't worry. We can pre-pardon anybody we think might possibly get in trouble later on.
My guy's over here.
Yeah.
Over here.
As long as Biden's in office.
I can't. How do you I don't even think it's legal to pre-pardon. Isn't a pardon tied to you committing a crime and you're pardoned for that specific crime?
It is for certain tied to a docket number.
So
if that docket number, I agree. If that docket number doesn't exist, I don't understand how you can pardon somebody, because I've never seen, because you have to put on the docket the disposition, which would be pardoned or whatever.
And isn't accepting that pardon kind of an admission of guilt? Yeah, you got me, but you know what? I can't be charged for it now.
Or they could say, well, I didn't really do anything, but hey, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's an admission of guilt, because there's people who were on death row who were wrongly incarcerated that got pardons, presidential pardons.
And there's also ones that stole like millions of dollars from, embezzled them from cities, who were also pardoned. So, that one lady embezzled like $56 million from her community.
Well, just the sheer volume that Biden did tells me they're for sale, regardless of the president.
The question now, and did you guys catch the New York Times article? Or was it the Times, or was it the Journal?
It was the New York Times, and Wall Street Journal also reported on it.
That said that in no uncertain terms that the Biden administration has been covering for him since day one.
Oh yeah.
And that there is a shadow, a series of like a shadow government that's running things, and they don't really know who it is.
Obama.
No, it can't be him.
Sorry.
Because all he said at the very end was if he wanted to run for a third term, he'd just get an empty suit and run it from the background.
He flat out said it.
Yeah.
If I could have somebody to just be my puppet.
Yeah.
They never thought she'd lose.
Yeah, that's true. Anyhow, I thought it was interesting. The whole thing about the million candle power flashlight is what got me into it, because people are shining like lasers now at airplanes that are passing over out there.
That's illegal.
Yeah.
Good way for the government to show up at your doorstep. Well, my mom and dad used to go to Cancun every year for vacation, and every year they went, they saw those lights out over the ocean. And the locals, if you talk to them, they're like, "Oh yeah, they're there all the time." And my dad used to be in the Air Force. He worked in aviation for probably 30 years after. And he said those lights I seen, he goes, they were doing moves that weren't possible by conventional aircraft. So it's like common knowledge in Mexico, you know, that, oh yeah, there's lights coming out of the ocean all the time.
In 2015, there was undeniable, absolute. I can't even calculate the sigma evidence.
Huh.
There's a. What do you guys know about nucleogenesis?
I've read an article about it, but that was a while ago. Tell me more. Tell me more.
So there's a single planet in our solar system and any of the exosolar systems that we have found.
Is that the one they're talking about that has the super elongated orbit?
No, it's one of our planets so there's a presence of an isotope of xeon. And so if you'd have a modicum of, and I'm by no means a wizard of it, but if you have an understanding of nucleogenesis, and I go, well, the isotope is xeon 129. Now, when I heard that in the presentation, my right eyebrow goes up and like, whoa, wait a minute. Xeon is a noble gas, and it should have an even number of protons. And the kind of energy that it takes to pry 3 protons out of a xeon atom is quite astounding, I assure you. Nothing terrestrial will do that kind of power. It has to be a supernova. Well, there is a terrestrial thing. We'll come back to that.
Say no known terrestrial law.
No, it's known. It's known.
Well, tell us.
I'm going to get a mission here.
I'm gonna go train. I have a attack coming up. Looking forward to it. It's kind of exciting. Getting new attacks. All right, 32 is Tremor.
Hey,
So
look at that.
none of the planets in our solar. Well, I take that Mars is the planet that has it. Oh, cool.
Can I do this the other way around?
Our planet doesn't. None of the exoplanets we found with any of the telescope doesn't. Basically, the only 2 places you can do it is either a supernova or a fission fusion device.
Hadron Collider.
No, a thermonuclear.
Oh.
Fission fusion being a hydrogen warhead. Now, when you go, how do you make a fission warhead? You use what's called the double sphere technology, and the sphere contains a thorium reflector. Well, it turns out not only does Mars have this isotope that you get from this from nuclear bombardment, it also has a thin layer of thorium on it. You can calculate the half-life of it based on the potassium distribution and stuff on the planet. Largely, they'll debunk it by saying, well, it was a volcano that burped. And again, it's not the kind of energy available to rip the protons out of in particular, a noble element. In particular, a noble element that's very high in number. The reason that the discussion came about was the guy worked at Sandia National Laboratories, and he's looking at the Viking data, which was the early 70s. And that's where they're looking. He's seeing this xeon, and he thinks that this is kind of curious. And Philip Brandenburg is the guy's name, and he says they had kind of an unwritten policy when you're working. If you inadvertently say something you shouldn't in a top secret environment, that like at the lunchroom or something, you just kind of walk away, and you just kind of everybody forgets it. And he showed a coworker this data, and the guy kind of looked at it and goes, "Oh yeah, they got nuked." And then he kind of raised his eyebrows and walked away, and that's what caused him to kind of investigate it.
Huh.
And so there are two very large warheads appear to have hit the planet. They're definitely not a meteor or anything like that. You can look at Mars. If you look at a geographical relief of the planet, the top half of the planet is fully 2 miles lower than the bottom half. And the bottom half, and I'm serious, go look it up, go type Mars.
I believe
Google.
you.
Yeah.
It's like there's a sign right there. Hello.
And the bottom half is covered with large rocks that look like, and it would also fit with the Shiva image that you have in ancient history, in all civilizations, this, you know, the space. Fun stuff. But that's when I looked at the data and I'm like, okay, so something happened. I don't know exactly what, but I can assume that it's present and it has to have been here all the time. Well, I've been planning accordingly. And what's that plan involve? Well, obviously the dollar is going to go down in value at some point.
Invest in gold.
Do you think gold's going to be is going to go up more than Bitcoin? Bitcoin's and crypto is just on such a.
I would say
right
that
now.
that Bitcoin is much like stocks versus bonds. Gold is almost guaranteed to go up, and it's going to be stable when you need it. Bitcoin could go either way. You know, you could. The trend is definitely up, but you never know when one rule somewhere and some government could actually change that.
Too volatile.
Yeah. You can make a fortune for it. I mean, I remember thinking, oh my God, I just bought it. I bought it 19.9 and immediately it dropped down to 6. Like, oh my God. Oh, so much pain. Yeah. Wow, a level. Nice. Spink. Wow. Rockin'.
But isn't that also why you said that your crypto strategy is just hodl, 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 hodl,
Pretty much. Oh my
and
God, I
then
was with the group
said you
again.
had hodled to the point that it was tax negligible to withdraw anything because of cap.
Right, capital gains, because everybody, you know, it used to be that the different exchanges wouldn't report you. Now they do.
How do you spell IRS? Coinbase?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. So, not that I recommend it, but, you know, if you ever need to. I can't think of any way of getting around that IRS at all. Definitely not by going to different exchanges.
Not anymore. You used to, but
Yeah.
I'm not joking. That ended with Coinbase.
Yeah. I mean, you can still go to different exchanges now. You can transfer your balance without triggering it. It's when you cash in. But
It's when you realize the gain,
yeah, exactly.
and we're going to tax it. We think what it might be, you know.
Yeah, that's the assumed profit is what's amazing. We're not going to actually measure you or tax you on your wealth. We're going to tax you on what we assume your wealth is going to be in the future.
I don't understand how that's supposed to work. Because then can
Unrealized
you sue for
gains?
the loss? Yeah, if it's unrealized gains, can you sue for a loss if it doesn't materialize?
You're supposed to be able to get a refund. So you're going to trust the government to hold your money without any sort of profit regarding that. So,
I'm so paranoid about owing taxes that I just put 0 for withholding every year for the most part. I think my withholding right now is 2. Despite having like the bajillion children to count against it.
right,
Yeah, y'all got a good, proper Catholic family going on.
how many
Yeah,
freaking sorcerers
all-
are in here?
All 4 kids now.
All of them.
Oh my God. This group consists of sorcerers healing sorcerers.
Oh, Paul, I forgot to tell you, I stumbled across the music from first season Star Trek.
Yeah? Really?
First of all, amazing recording. I'll throw a link in Discord.
Okay.
And then I kind of want to stream to it.
Okay. Can you?
I'm sure, I don't know, you probably get nabbed. The cool part about it is it's like an hour and 13 minutes. And anywhere after like the first 10 minutes, you can just click and you know the song.
Right.
Because you've heard it. And then they have some of the episodes, the what they call the ambiance track. It doesn't have any sound effects, it's just the music for like Doomsday Machine and some of the other ones.
Do you want me to try it? I got a burner account. I'll try it. I'll let you know.
I just thought that because the music is so classic as a background.
Mm-hmm.
Like we heard this one part that we had that has like an oboe part, and I look at Rebecca and I go, "Okay, this is the part where they got the Vaseline on the lens, and the girl's looking at Kirk."
Oh yeah. God. He's what? Shatner's got to be 94-ish.
I want to say 91, but I'm pretty sure in the 90s.
You know, it's weird. I didn't watch a lot of Star Trek, but the Star Trek I watched was all Jean-Luc Picard and Captain Janeway. And so I don't have any real knowledge of any of the early stuff. But even that lack of knowledge does not keep me from thinking that the current version for Discovery is kind of shite.
Well, didn't the original only have like a couple seasons anyway? And it got
think
canceled.
Only 3 seasons.
Yeah, I think 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually saw you burn that one down, Christina. I was watching. Anybody
One
up
of
top?
those sorcerers booted on us. He just was up top. Where'd he go?
Well, there's 2 of them up top on the other side over there. Oh, you guys got that. So this is the perfect character to take Mighty for my my judgment, but I can't do it. I'd love to be able to punch the ground and have them all pop up in the air, but I have no distance attacks.
Yeah, I was looking at it for that Inpalm today. I did the first of the other 3 incarnates.
Right.
And I went I can't remember which one it is. But it does the 2-hit debuff, which I'm doing anyway with the dark melee. The whole thing is not made to do damage, it's made to
Take
debuff
damage.
the enemies.
Yeah. Is that for your what the hell? Hold on. Incarnate. Create. Interface. Diamagnetic. Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Diamagnetic. For your interface.
I'm thinking like any defense tune, that's maybe what you'd want to do.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do on. I don't know what you guys do on resist-based stuff.
The right enhancements.
Well, resist base, I go for recharge.
Makes sense.
You guys see the new Superman trailer yet?
I haven't. I've watched like the drinker's reaction to the Superman video, the trailer, and he was not impressed. But I have not watched it myself.
I thought Crypto was a little mangy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, apparently that's the first scene of Superman is that he's being saved by a CGI dog.
Isn't the real dog less expensive than having engineers make a CGI dog?
Not anymore.
You know, ever since these dogs got agents, prices have
And Pete is hanging out on the set.
Oh, the monkey documentary. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you guys seen the people that did Tiger King? Did another one on a lady with chimps in entertainment.
Ooh.
Oh gosh, what's it called?
Like Monkey Love or Chimp Love or something like that.
Yeah.
You ever seen cat dancers?
Is that like the
when,
1980s
the cat
movie?
shows that do tricks and stuff.
That's what they did, but it's more the story. Well, I don't know how to describe it. It's very emotive,
33.
but it's a couple from Iowa that did train cats, but they never ever did it with any kind of fear.
Mm-hmm.
The cats would come to them. Yeah, he was like he moved from Iowa to New York, and he was one of the top dancers, like a classical dance. I can't think of which one it was, like not the Paso Doble, but anyway, and then she came, and then they ended up kind of working in a circus, and yeah, they get a I don't know how the guy has the strength to tell the story, and you don't know that until you get to the end of it.
He gets eaten by an ocelot.
Well, you're kind of left going, maybe I'm not lucky because I survived.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because these two people were everything for him. And, it's unbelievable.
I
You
still
ever see
can't
that
get over
movie? Nope.
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 Sounds like a snake.
What
movie.
about
I've seen all the reviews for that.
Don't see it. But they had a TV show on there. It was a TV show that had a chimp as one of the stars of the show. Like kind of like BJ and the Bear and all that. Well, the chimp flips out on set and ends up eating a girl's face and killing another guy.
Why do they always eat the faces?
Yeah.
Apparently they taste good. I don't know. I haven't tried.
I've never tried either. There must be something to it.
I'm missing something like this.
Yeah, but it was a dumb movie. Don't watch it.
Now I'm curious though.
Yeah. You can watch it if you want. I went to the theaters and saw it and walked out. It's like, I feel like asking for a refund. That was stupid. They hyped it up as this big UFO thing, and it was one of those ones that ended kind of stupid.
I didn't think it was a UFO thing.
Yeah, it was an alien thing.
Oh, we lost Dazzler.
Oh no!
How?
Where's Daz?
I'm not
I
entirely
got a
sure.
res. I got a res.
Dad is down. Dad is down.
We turn around for 1 second.
It was probably this slutty ancient of desire standing over here. I'll beat that hoe's ass.
Well, I'm having problems with my keyboards because I saw him going down. I couldn't get out of dwarf form to heal him.
Oh, give me an accuracy. I'll get that guy.
Hit him after I do. In the cat dancers, one of the things they're running into is they're having pressure to get a white tiger. And the guy's telling the stories like, I kind of don't want to because, to be frank, they're kind of retarded.
Oh,
Well, it's a genetic defect, right? Like,
Right, exactly. He's not a joke. I mean, it's,
Yeah. It's just like when you get like all white dogs and stuff where they're they have vision issues, they tend to be deaf.
well, it's a tragic joke. I mean, I highly recommend it. I watched it twice. The second time through, I'm like, oh my God, how can he do this? How can he sit here and tell this story?
Well, the chimp one was the same. When she's talking about, it was like stories of, it's like a list of stories, just like across the industry where they're just like, oh, this way, and it circles back, and it's like going back to the breeder, and there's one breeder of all these chimps. But the stories are horrible, where they're just like, yeah, they hit. It's when they hit maturity, right, Paul? They hit what, like it's like 3 or 4 years old.
the males usually, yeah.
And they just go absolutely nuts, and they're completely unrestrainable. And so they were saying that's why on the movie sets they're all young. They're all like 1 year old, maybe 2 years old.
Yeah, they're all babies, yeah.
Yeah. I felt bad that they came back to the lady at the end, and she's just like, you betrayed me. You pretended to be my friend. You said I was going to get to tell my side of the story, and you turned me in, because she was supposed to have turned in one of the chimps, and she said it died.
Yeah, this is the same lady who said, "Oh yeah, there's nothing like having a chimp for in your raising a chimp. It's so much better. I
And
love
your
it
children-
so much in raising a human baby."
Yeah.
And then they interviewed her son.
I don't.
And
trust
they
them.
interviewed her children about it though, and they were just
I
like,
believe
yeah,
I believe she said that. Yeah.
yeah.
That's one animal I would never trust to be around. Monkeys, and they could just turn at any second.
And off the banished pantheon.
Pretty
think-
much any animal that weighs half of my
Yeah.
weight or more.
Oh, here they come.
Boop.
Cats, I'm at like quarter of my weight.
Yeah, but you know what though? So we had a patient when I worked at the hospital, a little Boston Terrier, and he was in chemo for a tumor, and so he was in boarding, and they were like, "Yeah, Christina, could you go in, give him his meds, blah blah blah," and so I'm like, "Oh, is his mom on vacation?" And the dog bit her lip off her face.
Oh,
And it was the tumor. Like the tumor made this like formerly sweet dog just ballistic. And so, it's a brachiocephalic dog with a smush face. You can't really like muzzle them well. And part of what we were doing was like giving it like slurries of food and medication. So I go in, I give him his meds. He's kind of weird for it, but he, didn't do anything. I turn around and I go out the door, and he bit the back of my hand. And because they have that undershot jaw with the little tiny teeth, it peeled all of the skin off the back of my hand in a sheet.
ew.
so that you could see like the tendon and stuff underneath.
It's all pink.
And I was just like, oh dear. So I get out and I'm like, does anybody have some surgical scissors? And they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, my margins are all ragged and I'm going to like clean it before I go up to urgent care. Because we always used to do this because medical care here is dicey. And so Dr. Rita comes in and she's just like, nope, this is a workers' comp claim. Get out, get out, get out. I don't want anyone to touch it because we're going to get in trouble. And I was just like, you know they're going to mess it up. And so I had the other surgeon, she got out of the surgery. She took stuff from the cold pack. She cleaned up all my edges, packed the wound. Like, they all wrapped it up. And when I got there, they didn't even want to undo it because they said it was so nicely done. They gave me antibiotics and sent me on my way and filled out my workers' comp paperwork. It took like 2 months for the skin to go back down. Because once you've lifted it like that, it doesn't like to. I still had a big, like, maybe like an inch margin we had to cut off with scissors eventually because it just never re-adhered. But,
If I do a tremor.
it came out all right. But, you know, that's a dog, what? He was maybe 18 pounds at most. And bit somebody's face off and peeled all the skin off a hand. And you don't even look at them. Like, you look at those little, like, weird nubby teeth. You wouldn't think that was dangerous.
Sucks.
You know? But so even the little ones you can't trust. Where are we headed?
I was going to ask, does anybody want to do a task force, or do we want to just keep rolling mission?
I can try.
A task force.
An hour.
Can we finish that in an hour?
We could fail it in an hour.
Which one?
We could fail almost any of it in an hour. Let me take a
Well,
look.
good point.
Just not Sutter.
Oh God, no.
That thing takes forever.
How about the sky is falling? I'm kidding. Manticore's what's 30 to 35. What's our levels? I'm 30.
That'd be.
I'm 34. So we're kind of
Penelope.
limited.
You're the logo.
Yeah, we could do Penelope.
I'm 46.
You want to do Penelope?
I like Penelope. That's probably my favorite task force.
Sure, that'll work.
Sprinkle
That's
some
a,
sugar
that's
on
a
it.
30 to the 35, isn't it?
20 to 25, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
With the teeny bikini.
Yeah, Penelope Inn's a good one.
Gotta,
It's fast too.
Okay, I made you leader because my mouse sucks. I got to get a new.
Okay.
I just saw Daz's comments.
yeah.
We're all here.
That's the thing about bubbles. You don't get anything that protects you till, like, I don't know, later on. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I get one
Unless
or
you do
two
the health
things.
pool. Or the health pool, the healing pool, whatever. 8 of it. Damn it, all I can smell is strudel.
You got strudel?
Well, I said, he described the strudel that he made, and he thought it was imprecise regarding the filling. And I said, just don't tell Christina that. In a minute.
How would I care if it was imprecise?
Oh, you made Christina the boss.
Why am I the boss?
Or it shuffled to you. Could you make me a
Yeah.
leader, please?
Who? Make it to who?
Unless you
Slarge.
want to do it.
Slarge.
Penelope.
Yeah. Or yeah, you can run it either way.
I've never run it.
Just click on Penelope in and say, yes, I want to start a task force.
Time limit?
No, just okay it.
Limited lives?
No,
No power
just okay
limits?
it. Just okay. Defaults.
Okay.
All right. That's it. Hey, you're running your first task force. Sometimes that teleport freaks things out.
Yeah.
All right.
Juggernaut.
Gotta
Hey, I
remember,
have
watch
no
my
incarnates.
endurance.
I have no incarnates.
Okay, I also have no incarnates.
Watch Strike's endurance.
Yeah.
Paul has no incarnates.
And watch Daz himself.
You know, I was 20 years into this game before I realized that the helicopter was crashed behind us that we took off in.
It says it when you get off the helicopter.
I don't read. You know I'm not a reader.
She said that expecting you to read something.
Wow.
Penelope didn't.
You think she knows me after a while? No.
Silly
no.
girl.
Bunch of kids. No, doesn't know a thing about me.
And then Penelope's like, "Are you okay? I just heard about what was happening." Like,
We just see Freak Show start running for
Nerd.
him.
Nerd. Well, look,
I said I
read.
didn't know enough of the right things to be called a nerd.
Oh no, I read. Boom. Oh, I do look a good yin. I'm sorry, people res back there. You guys got it. I can't do damage
Yeah.
anyhow. Well, you know what? I kind of can do damage. Hold on. I wonder if I can tank this with offensive going. I'm gonna try it.
Hold my beer.
You know, I can toggle it back on if I need to.
I never had any luck with offensive.
Where'd you go? Balance mostly?
The one for energy. I
Yeah, it's
believe.
balanced.
Yeah.
I assume it's more like the one you'd want to solo with. It's kind of nice though. You've got bubbles going on and like other tanky type things in there. To be able to switch on and do like additional little bit of damage. It's not much, but you know, it's kind of nice. Here's the big daring thing. Secondary mutation. Yes. Not a monkey.
You always fart on them.
Oh, it's so bad.
Freaky monkey farts.
And then it toggles off all of your toggles.
You run into the next group and
Immediately
why
turn
is
into one.
my health going down so fast?
Do I have?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I got teleporting. All right.
I'm gonna have to turn some of this off. That's all there is to it.
Too many toggles.
Yeah. Like I'm taking my endurance.
I should be able to mostly keep their attention. If you need to turn anything off, that's keeping you extra tanky.
I'm gonna try with just combat jumping. We'll see.
I have it a little bit with mine too, because like when I put my slots into stamina, I didn't do it till after this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm running like half to 3/4 for stamina today at this level.
Oh, he was running cardiac. That's tough.
I was running support.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever run like support on a support character.
Actually does all right. I tried different things with him. That's why I picked support and Vorpal.
Oh, I was going to tell you, I actually picked Vorpal for my stalker. It's oddly
fun,
satisfying.
isn't it?
It's very oddly satisfying.
It is. It's like you get to stand in one place
And
and
all
all
of
of
a
a
sudden,
sudden
boop, and then you're back. And you're like, what just happened?
Everybody.
There's orange numbers, which I think somebody else must do. I don't know what orange numbers are. I guess you guys do orange numbers. They're little ones.
Yeah, it's a small endurance reduction, but it does help.
Yeah, combat jump's pretty cheap.
I think 10% is quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, that ever so often, if I get in trouble, I can hit power sync, but unfortunately, it's one of my later powers I picked, and so I got to watch my endurance now.
Whatever you don't use bro.
Do you go with energy mastery?
I am, gosh, I can't remember. Electrical. And
Oh, for your
trying to
patron?
think here. Got support, ageless, reactive, vorpal. Oh, I do have cardiac for alpha.
You know, I think a lot more people should take cardiac than do. But agility is like seriously good though as well.
What does musculature do? That's what you set mine up as.
Lots of damage.
Yeah.
Muscular gets selected the most. That's what it does.
This guy back here taking pot shots at gyyv.
I never toggle it on because I never didn't really know what it did.
Well, it adds passive to your damage all the time anyhow. Oh, no,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Musculature is an alpha and that's always on.
Okay.
That's I think you're talking about your hybrid. I think your hybrid is assault.
It is.
Yeah. That's I think the one we picked is the one that actually has a chance to do double damage.
Basically, you get crits.
Yeah. It adds damage all the time, even when you're not running it. But when you do run it, it increases the amount of damage you do pretty significantly, and also gives you a chance to do double damage on every attack. There's never reason to not run it, if you think about it. But it's especially good against if you get up against AVs.
Yeah, the alpha slot, you can just kind of imagine it's a 7th slot for everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Myers family's just saying they were about to start again themselves.
Hey, nice.
Great minds think alike.
As I said, this freaking stunner is gigantic, but he's hovering. I had a weird forced perspective on him. What's this freaking giant stunner doing here?
He's stunning.
Violating the HOA rules.
Oh. See, this is where I miss playing with Ty, because Ty and I drop each other back and forth millennial song titles about stunning. Because, you know, that's how we roll.
So what you're saying is you have proper conversations as the rest of us are actually talking, you know, like normal adults.
You guys wouldn't think it was interesting. You don't, you're not familiar with, like, terrible booty shaking rap music from the late 90s.
So one of Christina's questions to me when we first started dating, before we started dating, was she asked me because of my age, was my VCR at home flashing 12?
We invented VCRs.
That's what I said.
And the internet.
Everything
and
that you
cell
know
phones.
you were a user of, we made.
Yeah, the real problem is that Gen X is setting the clock on the VCR for both their parents and their children.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, William still thinks the internet is broken all the time, and it's just because Paul restricts him on the router.
Shh.
Is it the
No,
router?
it's broken. It's broken.
I don't know what tool he uses to do it. But
The
he
internet's
goes in
broken.
and-
It breaks every once in a while. Usually when he's on the iPad for 8 hours, it suddenly breaks. I don't know why. I can't complain it. I can't explain why it happens. It just happens.
Strategically, whenever he's forgotten his headphones and is playing it with the sound up in the living room.
Oh, well, what just happened? Oh, that's a shame. Hey, one
The
down.
internet in this house sucks.
Get your own.
We got fiber optic.
I just got fiber optic. I love it.
It's amazing, really.
It's $20 cheaper a month than
Mhm.
cable.
That's what we're paying. That's what we're paying too.
Exactly.
And I went from 11 gigabyte upload or 11 megabyte upload to 960
We're at
megabyte upload.
we're at 2 terabytes. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I went for the 1 gig.
Well, we were going to do that too, but it was like one of those things where they had a deal going, and it's like, it's like $13 more for.
And you got an extender to
And yeah,
like,
and
do
you got the
multiple
little,
floors.
you got the
At that tier, the extender's free, so you don't have to pay for it.
Otherwise, you have to rent it, and that
For
and that
15
rent thing was
bucks.
like the difference between the two of them.
I could have got the 2 gig for what I was paying for cable. I think it was like $3 cheaper.
Yeah, it was even
I was
cheaper
like,
for us.
1 gig would probably do me.
Trimmer, yeah, trimmer, trimmer here. Doesn't matter.
I don't know,
Can't
but
do
after
it.
the last video I upload took 6 hours, it's like, yeah, something's got to change.
So the weird thing to me is, and I don't know. I actually watched your
Subsistence.
subsistence video last night, and I haven't got my brain wrapped around the game, really.
Yeah.
Christina, you have to. Your boss.
So I need to talk to Penelope.
Yeah, or call her. I don't think you have a phone yet, but you probably have to talk to her.
Contact.
She's right next to me.
I think I'm about done with that game anyway. He's ticked me off. It's a one person making the entire game.
Well, they were saying that there's been no substantial
Yeah.
updates since like it came out in 2016 and is still a pre-release.
Yeah, it's always early access, alpha, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I've been probably playing it about 4 years or so. I've been asking for a canoe, a simple canoe.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, can we please just get a canoe so we can go across the lakes easier? Since then, he's added elevators in your bases, ATVs, hang gliders, and now he just added a cable car system. It's like, you can do all that, but you can't make a canoe go across the water? Like, okay.
But you can actually swim in the water though, which I was pretty
Yeah.
impressed with.
But I the big thing is you could get out there and you can fish in peace. You
Oh
know?
yeah, yeah.
But
So
We
question:
did that with Valheim too.
the AI, are the hunters all computer controlled?
yes,
Because it's not PvP.
no,
Okay.
they're a pain. I don't know. I've been playing Enshrouded like nonstop, I keep telling you, if you love Valheim, Christina,
Yeah.
play Enshrouded.
Shrouded.
It'll blow it away.
She likes like cooking.
Yeah, they got cooking, animal raising, base building, all that, and it's better than Valheim's. And the graphics are way better too.
Yeah.
It's only like $29 on Steam.
So the whole thing for me with some of it is, you know, first of all, in terms of like base building, I can't build bases in co-op games because Paul, what is it? Every time I've tried to build a base in our co-op games, everybody gets mad at me because they say I placed them slightly crooked and in odd spots.
Well, this is voxel based. It goes on a grid system that it's kind of like putting Legos together almost. But when you join the pieces, it'll smooth the textures out and stuff.
I mean, like, even just like the base placement, where like we'll be like, let's make a village, and whatever it is, I put my house in a spot that's asymmetrical.
That blocks like access to certain other areas.
It's not that it blocks access. I mean, you just gotta
So we have to like take the walls down, move the walls around so you can get around it.
I'm building an entire city in it right now. Like a whole village, like with a castle and everything. I'll probably have a video of it whenever I get it done, but it's just addictive. It's like, I heard one guy describe it, if Breath of the Wild, Fable, and Valheim had a baby, it would be Enshrouded.
We do have Steam credit here. We got Steam credit last year for my sister for Christmas.
Yep, I know.
My sister keeps getting us gift cards, and then we keep just accumulating the gift cards. Not that she's not making good selections. She makes great selections. These just are good.
Oh, I was telling my sister, I've got like 300 hours worth of video to actually edit and put together on a different channel. And in my 15 minutes I get off on a given day, I'm like, I'm gonna pee. It's gonna be what I'm gonna do.
I actually have time to go to the bathroom.
It's do you have time to go to the bathroom without somebody bursting in on you? Because between the cat and the toddler, it's one or the other.
Okay, I'm stuck here. Here we go.
I'm almost at the point of just peeing with the door open so that I can stop being startled by it exploding inward at me.
Oh, I like that.
The pee or the door?
It's the door. The door, like...
Oh, good.
Because both the cat and the toddler have to throw their body weight into the door to get it open. So it's not like it comes up, like, smoothly, where it's just like, oh, hello! It's a boom! And it flies open.
So there may be some people coming.
Run, Daz, run.
Wait, where's Rag?
He's down already.
I'm face forward. I'm face down on the floor.
I'm gonna die.
Alright.
And it's a dirty floor. Someone needs to clean it.
I got a res for you. I just dropped it over.
I got reses. I just don't want to die again.
No.
Sorry.
Don't do it right now. Give me a
Let's
minute.
go. I'm alright.
Yeah.
Keep on trying to pull that stunner over, but I can't get him any closer.
The one that's in the sky?
He's in the doorway.
Yeah, I'll get him. I'll hit him with some vulnerability.
He just
and I
stunned
can't-
me, so
I can't get
now
to
I'm
him.
going after him.
There we go. I was so blocked by bodies, I couldn't get to him either.
I'm gonna turn something on here.
Everybody, this way, over here. I'm slow. Got to put those extra 2 sockets into inexhaustible. My God. Why can't I get that tank to turn around? Oh, there he goes, finally. My God.
I would say, Paul, though, we haven't, since we've gotten fiber, we haven't paid any of the high-res games. But I don't think we were really adjusting settings that much. I turn spring shake off of everything because it makes me nauseous. Get me one of those games where you're like, as you're running across the field, it's going side to side to side to side to side, and I'm gonna.
Well, that was
Fun?
that was apparently survivable. I was not going to say so. I actually hightailed my
For
butt
everybody.
over to the bubble. I'm like, I can't take these guys. I ran over for Daz's bubble.
Banana fiber.
Banana fiber.
What is that? Is that the name of the company that?
Paul gets all sassy, so the other competing fiber company came up and says, "Hey, you got internet?" He's like, "Yeah." You got Spectrum? Because everybody hates Spectrum. Spectrum.
Oh, that's who I had. Yeah.
Absolute shite. And on our room, the big issue has been that, as the guy told me, they kept telling me that I needed to re-up my service. So that the reason I was having upload problems and stuff was that I had too many devices using too much bandwidth, blah blah blah. We finally got after upgrading and doing everything for a year, finally got a service technician out, and he's like, "Yeah, until they rerun the line for your entire street, all of you are gonna have problems." Because the cable that they've got running from the main line is so old that it just can't conduct what's necessary. So I quit Spectrum and went to Medium, and so the guy comes out. He goes, "Hey, you got Spectrum?" And Paul's like, "No, we got fiber." He goes, "Oh, Medium." Wait, what did it say, Paul? Yeah, he asked if it was Medium.
Yeah, yes, if it was Fidium. They're a competitor.
Yeah. And he
Thanks.
tried.
I was gonna say real quick to Daz. I think Spectrum and Comcast are the same.
Are they now? Oh, that explains so much.
Spectrum is absolute garbage.
Well, Comcast has been on record as having the worst customer service in the world.
In the world?
In the world.
They had to beat Dish Network to do it.
Yeah.
I still have a dish on my roof of Dish Network.
I think everybody's got one on their roof.
Because they said that it causes more damage to take them down, and they don't want the liability, so they leave it to the people to figure it out.
I had DirecTV. I had Dish Network at first, then I got DirecTV, and I like DirecTV, but when he installed it, he screwed it to the top of my roof. Didn't use any silicone, the ceiling, the holes.
Nice.
Rotted the whole roof of my porch off, and I had him come out and take care of it. It's like, you guys are moving this and paying for that.
So Christina is roundabout getting to is this apparently area has people just drop by your house and talk to you. Like when you're in your yard, when you're in your backyard, right? Somebody comes walking on the driveway to ask me about something. I'm like, the
Yeah.
first thing I'm thinking is, I could shoot you right now. I could. If I wanted to. I could shoot you. Why are you here?
I'll use
And-
a team teleport for the next one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And so the guy was asking, he goes, well, you know what? They raised their prices after a year or so. Why don't you take my card and get in touch with us because they're going to be a lot more expensive. And I'm like, actually, I looked up everything on the contract, and it goes up to $15 cheaper than what your package is, which is the same thing. So currently it's way cheaper. In a year, it'll be just
Still
cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing with Spectrum. They were calling, trying to get me to come back and everything else. So I was like, yeah, you give me these deals where it's cheaper, but 3 months or 6 months from now, you raise it right back up.
For Christina,
You
they just
know?
decided to
What's
bill
the
her.
point?
Yeah, they've been trying to sell me on mobile. Joe, just bundle your cell phone and your cable and your internet together. Now, every mobile company has shit service in Maine.
Yeah.
And I
have Spectrum Mobile, and it sucks.
We got a
The
quantum.
power goes out, you lose your cell phone service too.
Right. So I currently have fee, and I can't say enough good things, mainly because since I live in a state where the service is dicey because there's not a lot of towers, and the towers are scattered by provider. Like you have like a bunch of AT&T here and a bunch of Verizon there. Google Fee hops networks across 3 different service providers, and so it means that you just wind up getting service way more than you would if you had chosen any one of the 3, because it will hop between them all. And so I've been pleased with it. I have unlimited everything and international texting and calling and everything all included, and it's $70 a month.
I don't
think
use mine that much. I've just been thinking about going with like Mint Mobile for $15 a month. I never talk to anybody.
See, they have. So I used to be on. There is another Google plan that I used to be on where you just pay for what you use, and it's like $10 per 10 gigabytes or whatever, and it's unlimited call and text. And it was $30 for that. But I don't know. This is when I got this plan when I was planning on going to Germany, and they did a bundle with me for all of my Google Drive stuff, so that I have like a terabyte Google OneDrive, 2 terabytes, and it's all together. And so now I'm like scared I'm gonna have to figure out picture storage options.
Where am I gonna put all my
if I
stuff now?
change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I just haven't downsized it.
You can get a terabyte drive for cheap anymore.
Yeah. I got an array with I think 32 terabytes here.
Well, you heard Google has this whole thing where they're moving away from cookies, and they're doing what they're calling fingerprint tracking for your online presence, where it's Google will essentially go across all your devices.
That way
And-
they can customize their advertising to bug you even more.
I just paid for YouTube Premium because I just was sick of. I was sick of it taking 25 minutes to watch an 8-minute video. They got me.
Their strategy works.
Yeah. But it made watching any content so miserable that I just didn't enjoy going on YouTube at all anymore.
Other than mine, because I'm not monetized. So she can watch me all you want. That's right. Everybody out there watching, not monetized. Welcome to not having advertisements. Because I care about you guys.
You do so get advertisements.
But
I
visit
know.
his Patreon at
I actually do have a Patreon. I was gonna donate something to myself. Kind of defeated the purpose, but
Today's sponsor, Betsy Shoes.
And Squarespace. Although, you know, the true sponsor of everyone seems to be AG1. Although those other ones
Element.
Element. Yep.
Simple Green.
I kind of feel like some of those, it's like, yeah, I don't want to take vegetables on a regular basis. I'm just going to eat these gummies or drink this juice, and then I don't need to worry about my food for the rest of the day.
Looks so gross.
I got $5. It says it's yard clipping.
It looks so gross. I can't. I'm like, you're not going to talk me into drinking tea, much less whatever the hell is in that thing. So one day I'm out working in the yard. Some kid comes by, parks his truck out front, and says your neighbors called and told me to come talk to you. And I'm like, about what?
Mowing your yard.
Like, what would my neighbors have to say about me? Well, they were recommending that something about making recommendations about solar power. I'm like, what do they know about anything that I need about solar power? And so Christina walked up at some point in time, and I was drilling this kid going, what do you mean? What do I need about solar power? And who recommended this? Do I need to talk to this person that they're recommending that somebody comes by and talks to me in the middle of my day? Is it possible for me to actually get your home address so I can come talk to you whenever I feel like it regarding this?
I tend to stroll out and just, like, within a couple minutes of the conversation be like, yeah, no thanks.
No.
But Paul plays along,
No.
but in, like, the worst way possible. He's like, I'm going to make this person so uncomfortable that they will never endeavor to come back. And
I was actually angry. I'm like, what do you mean the neighbors called you about us? Well, but what do you mean about that? Are
and
we
if
doing
you say
something
which
illegal?
neighbor, they can't tell you.
Well, I mean, about what? He didn't even tell me about what. Oh, well, we think we've got really good deals about blah,
He
blah,
was
blah.
talking to you about solar incentives.
He
And much
never,
like
he
everything,
never said that, though.
everything in the state is, like, all through, it's like these subsidized incentive programs that they parse out to bidders.
Never, ever said that was for that. And he said he's going to have somebody come talk to me about a good deal regarding what we could actually do for solar. I'm like, I'm not interested in your solar. Well, this person will talk to you about it. I'm like, I don't want anybody to come and talk to me about anything that has to do with solar.
Yeah.
What's he going to tell me?
The guy, and so he goes out and he schedules it, and then someone comes in your house and does a presentation,
And then
which is even more violating for Paul.
And then a cop comes up and he's parked out there behind the truck. And I'm like, I have no idea why you're here. And I'm saying, why are you here right now? Why are you bothering me right now?
Like that. You seen the previews for that new movie where the Jehovah's Witnesses guy come to this guy's house and he ends up trapping him in the house? It's like an escape room of death.
No, that sounds amazing.
It's like, I gotta see that.
So I was a little sick for a little while when I was still in Wisconsin, and the area I lived in was a high concentration of people, and so Jehovah's Witnesses and nothing against Jehovah's Witnesses, I'm sure they're lovely people, would stop by on a regular basis because there was, houses everywhere in very close proximity. And they would stop in if I had the garage door open and they were talking to me about something or other, and I'm like, this is not a good time. Is there a time that I can come by and stop by your house? Maybe around dinner time. Or they'd stop by and they'd say they'd want to talk to me about my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'm like, it's funny that you said that. I want to talk to you about my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. eventually got to the point in time where I would just sit inside, I'd see who was walking up, and I'd set off my Jeep's alarm in the driveway until they went away. So ultimately they won, I guess. They moved on to the next house, and I turned off my alarm.
Yeah. So guys, I'm just gonna let you know. My driveway is a shared driveway with my neighbor.
Because Maine.
And there is so much
hate
angst for
that.
Paul. So much
Because
angst.
Maine.
But the thing is I own most of the driveway, so 3/4 of the driveway is like mine.
You wouldn't know that.
But their driveway, the part that they actually own as part of the property is so small they wouldn't be able to park their car or access the garage. Their garage is half on my land. And, like, well, not half. That's it's like 4 feet.
4 feet of it are on the land.
I used to share a driveway with a pot dealer back when pot was illegal. It was like people constantly coming over and parking on my side of the driveway, leaving their car running for 10 or 15 minutes while they chatted with their dealer. It's like, move your car out of the way.
Yeah.
Got to the point where I'd just start backing out and lay on the horn.
I beat you. I'm down first.
I saw you over here burning. All on your own.
What's your endurance strike?
Yeah, I just popped the blue. Little blue pill. Keep me going for at least 4 hours.
Well, it only took me an hour and 44 minutes in order to finish the fooler. No, that's not right. It was when you got down here, so we're like 45 minutes in. An hour. Oh, and it burns. It burns.
Well, maybe you'll feel warm tonight if you go to bed.
So one Saturday, back when pot was illegal, we're having rehearsal. And the guys are loading in and out. And I'm holding the door open, and a Jehovah's Witness walks up to me. And we're kind of chatting, and so we had decided to agree on an apartment complex analogy, that God owns an apartment complex, and there were various different sinners in various apartments. And at some point, and meanwhile, guys are walking in and out, like smoking joints and drinking beer and stuff like that. And he goes, at some point, he'd asked me, like, well, what if you got this one guy down in the bottom in the terrible apartment, and they're just wrecking everything for all the other people in the apartment complex? And I said, well, but I'm a forgiving and merciful God. They don't have anywhere to go, so they can stay. It doesn't bother me any. There's no entropy involved. And he goes, well, what about other apartment complex owners? And I'm like, well, so there's more than one God. Is that what you're saying? And he laughed.
You got him.
Well, doesn't Jehovah's Witness believe that their leader that started the religion like sits at the right hand of God, like Joseph Smith or whatever his name was?
I don't know.
Isn't
That's
that
Joseph
That's
Smith
that
is
Latter-day Saints.
That's Latter-day Saints. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all kind of fascinating, really. I respect the fact that they're getting out and doing stuff.
Yeah.
I just, don't want them to do it to me.
They never like talking to me. I tell them I'm a born-again Christian, and it shuts them up, and they walk away.
When I'm excited about telling them, or asking them about their relationship with Christ, they seem to walk away from it too. Yeah,
I keep on yelling inside the house. Like, hey Jay, we got news.
Fresh meat.
Victims.
New victims.
What is that? Step Brothers, where they're all out in the yard. They're trying to get the house to not sell, and they're out there in like
Nazi
KKK outfits.
Yeah.
Hey neighbor. The other one's got the Nazi uniform.
He's got a German Shepherd. Step Brothers, so underrated.
So the interesting conflict, and I feel like Guyv, you'll especially appreciate this. Paul hates that they park in the driveway, hates the configuration, hates that it's all shared. Snow blows the entire driveway because he's Midwestern. Now
Yeah.
they won't shovel their side. They'll shovel just their portion and leave the center all chunky. But they're the ones who drive across the center, and so that it drags it across
Yeah,
to our
pushes
side
it
of the
into your
driveway.
side.
Right.
Yeah.
So they have taken to like parking really shitty. Paul snow blows around it, and then they're just like, "Thanks so much for snow blowing. You're wonderful." And I know he's like swearing on the inside, and then but he can't not do it.
Well, I told you why. It's better than having to talk to them.
You
Yeah,
might
there's this
wanna
thing called
turn
the
it
moral
down
high
after
ground.
This one.
It's a mix of the moral high ground, and I think it's also just he wants it done. Paul likes it done a certain way so that it's done
No,
well.
no, you don't understand. I'm more humble than you.
I'm actually the best at being humble ever. I am the most modest person.
Isn't that a Donald Trump quote?
I don't know. Could be.
I'm very humble. I'm the most humble person you'll ever meet.
You'll never meet anybody more humble than I am.
Hugely humble.
Huge.
Oh, you gotta love him.
Yeah.
You might
No,
want to turn it down after this too.
You know, I'm
We-
also.
we got quite a ways to go.
What's that? Christina's.
What time is it?
It's like 10 minutes
10,
too.
50.
Until
Yeah.
yeah,
It's been a fast. It's been a
we
fast.
still got the whole nuclear reactor to go through.
I don't know how to turn it down.
You
I
do.
don't know what I had it turned to.
It's right here, Christina. Look on the screen. I don't know if you can see it or not. Coming up. Oh my God! Why is it taking so long? My lag is, or my latency too. There it is, on the screen.
Bottom. There. Set
Adjust
notoriety.
level. Maybe go to 2.
I don't know what we're at.
Well, we are at
+4.
yeah.
Is our team size set to what we are? Or is
8's
it
fine.
higher?
The number of people doesn't
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's just that it's taken us too long to blow them up, and
The XP is nice.
more of them is not hard. It'd be nice to actually hit something too. I'm missing a lot. Oh, come on, Mr. Shieldy boy. Counting on you, guy.
Also, our newly divorced neighbor saw Paul out mowing shirtless this summer and suddenly wanted to be conversational. Now,
He doesn't have anybody to talk to.
this is the thing: is Paul's just out there and he doesn't want to talk to anyone, and she normally, kind of low key hates me a little bit, right? And we're petty a little bit to each other. Because I was friends with her husband
No,
when they
no, no.
divorced.
Never possible.
No, it's. I know what you're thinking. How is that possible? But it's actually true.
What? That I was friends with her husband?
Low key petty with each other.
Oh yeah, it is. It's low key.
Yeah.
It's her being
Women. Can't believe women would act
Doesn't
that
happen.
way.
Does not happen. Oh, I know. We're listening.
So, Paul, who wants no one to talk to him ever.
I was
I don't-
reading, but
Look at you. Good job.
Oh my God, why are you reading? Freaking
But
readers.
Paul, who wants no one to talk to him ever, and who also has heat stroked enough times that being outside in the heat and humidity is also even more miserable for him.
90 degrees, 90% humidity here. How's that even freaking possible?
Yeah. So he's standing there with the mower, and she's just chatting away. He's like bright red and shirtless, and she's just going. And I look out through the window, and he just looks at me and doesn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Christina
like-
puts her head out the window and goes, hisses at her.
That would have been amazing. You want to do side rooms?
I was just getting ready to say, don't anybody open up any doors. Clamor's going to be fun enough.
So every time, the moral of the story is every time Paul goes outside, no matter how busy he looks or what he's doing,
Somebody
or
walks
how
up and
he's
talks to
dressed,
me.
Somebody comes and talks.
I'm in the freaking backyard. I got my head like under the hood of a truck.
Just such a personable guy.
Oh, remember the guy in his little wheelchair scooter who drove up our driveway and pulled in to talk to you to ask about what the neighbors were doing with the lot next
And I said,
door?
how the hell should I know what the neighbors are doing? Am I the neighbors? No.
Have you considered fake tattoos?
Oh, I should. Or real. Yeah, somebody's gonna
Is
res
anybody
here.
familiar with Musician's Mansion?
Musician's Mansion.
No.
Not as two words put together.
So there's this YouTuber, Jared Dines, and he's an OG YouTuber. He's been doing it forever. And last year he rented a mansion, got a bunch of other musical YouTubers, put them into, I don't remember. I think it was 3 different bands, and then they had a battle of the bands and other calamities and whatnot. And then they just did the second one. He just released it the first 3 on Thursday, and then they're going to release the rest on Sunday. And there's this one band called Greystone, who they're the ones that won last year. And if you don't mind or like a very heavy music, you'll love these guys. Otherwise, they just suck. And the bass player, and this is why I thought of it, this bass player, he's got all these tattoos on him and stuff like that, and he's just this kind of guy you just want to punch. It's like, okay, look, I know you're being weird because it's an inner city defense mechanism, and you're a little guy, and you just don't know anybody to fuck with you. But stop, you're annoying me because I'm about ready to punch you anyway.
I've seen groups like that before. I went to concerts and opening acts were like that. Like Disturbed, I think, had like Lamb of God or something they had before one of their concerts.
Sounds fascinating. Was it a good
I
concert?
highly recommend it. The Musician Mansion this season, solely because there's a guy in it called Ricky Thrash, and he's it's like the door opened in 1982, walked in, and he has no idea why.
Yes.
And
Those
I
were
actually
the
came
good
across
years of rock and roll.
another thing. Jared does is he'll do a guitar track, and then he'll submit it to a bunch of people, and then or he'll put it out, and then people will submit their solos to it. And I came across Ricky because he's a bass player, but he submitted a solo. The guy can play, and he's just a dominating stage presence to the point that in the second episode, the band Greystone is threatened that they wrote a song about it.
Really?
And some of what I think they're finding is most of these guys are bedroom musicians, but this guy's out on stage doing it every day. On top of he's like 6'5", and he's in amazing shape. One last episode, they forced them to switch singers between the bands. That was kind of interesting.
This is all on YouTube?
Yeah.
Man, YouTube's kind
In
of
fact,
taking over,
I was watching the show. I was watching Ricky Thrash's reaction to the show, and I had discovered. Well, like I said, I found him through Jared anyway. If you ever saw a guy do 10 different kinds of drummers, and like a stoner drummer and a too active a drummer, too laid back a drummer, that kind of stuff. Jared he did that back like in 2009, and he's got money he doesn't know what to do with.
Super stunner.
We're on Clamor right now. All
I'm
right.
trying to get to our bobby pins.
You know, the bobby pins holding up the type, a little disturbing to me.
Well, they're in her legs. Probably why.
Oh, and I did watch Freiburger today.
Did you? That was kind of an epic.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's more epic that Payway's driving back by himself. So, Guyv, are you more the Freiburger or are you more the Payway? More the, oh God, let's stop at that place right there. Or no, we have to get to Florida in 2 days. Christina's the Freiburger.
I'm 100% Dolchek.
Don't hit the dodge. Oh God.
Love graveyard cards, by the way.
Don't hit the dart. That's right, it's a dart. Alright. I'm gonna grab the computers.
All right, let me know when you're in position. You need to do it all at the same time.
Sort
No.
of. Not really.
It says we have to do it all together.
Yeah.
Well, it does. I thought
He's
we were gonna have.
upset. I thought we were
thought-
going to have to time it out. Everybody on 3.
Alright, I think we got most of them taunted. I have no idea where Clamor actually is in here. So they keep on hitting stuff until she's all that's left. Oh,
She's
right there.
back here
I see
by
it,
me.
I see it, I see it.
She's just kind of standing there looking dumb.
Alright. I'm going offensive. Doop, 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 doop. Stomp. Oh my God, I missed.
It bothers me that they call her Clamor and like her little cutscene is nothing but a crotch shot.
Why?
It's just, the connection together just makes me uncomfortable.
What connection?
Lambs.
You're just staring right at it. Like literally the angle they put it at is like so that it's front and center and you're looking up into it.
Staring at what?
Why would you pick that?
Pick what?
That's
What are we talking about?
The cutscene. Clamor.
The cut. What? A cutscene of. I don't understand what your point is. What's your point?
I think what you'll have to do is get together and then play back the video and discuss it when the moment comes.
Yeah. Hey, we finished at 11:01. It's not too bad. Well, it's mixed results. I would say that it's worth doing. I'll keep on putting points into it. I think once I actually get smashing and such capped for resists, we'll go from there. But thanks for carrying me, guys. Again, my ultimate goal is to actually make a tanker that can tank everything. Don't think I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna try.
I think it's designed that way.
Yeah, probably so.
Force you to group up.
Yeah.
I got it down to 2.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks, guys. Have a great
See you
night.
next week, guys.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
You too.
Yeah, Merry Christmas,
Back
everybody.
at you. I'm off for strudel.
Right.
All right, just like that, we're out. Penelope's down. And I didn't die during the task force, but I sure did before that. So I am not capable of handling 4-8 at this point in time, especially, well, with anything. So say I was smashing lethal, but I did get weave, which is probably going to help a bit, but we'll see how it goes. Anyhow, we're going to let this play out, and we'll see how it goes next week. I'll continue to play this tanker and hopefully get to the point in time where Endgame is capable of doing both Cimarora and at least surviving long enough to taunt the Minotaur in the Labyrinth. It's tough. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to try. Have a great weekend, everybody. If you celebrate Christmas, happy Christmas. And if not, hope to see you guys next week on Friday. And we'll continue on with the same group. Hopefully it's been great.